So this might be controversial, but I think it's time to have a conversation about overly sexualized art and cosplays at comic book conventions. Now, what I don't want to do is shame anybody for what they're wearing or what they want to cosplay as, and I think you should be able to wear what you want and be confident in it. I think they should be able to make money selling your art as well, but I think there needs to be some new approach to how sexually explicit or graphic or very revealing costumes or art is handled when you're out in public around children. I've been going to cons since 2013. I've slept on the sidewalk as a guest, getting into a panel. I've been invited to crazy things as a professional, and I've cosplayed and I've not cosplayed, and I've seen a pretty wide spectrum of stuff. And the trend that I have seen recently has been a lot of very overly sexualized costumes and overly revealing costumes being the norm at comic book conventions, and very sexualized art being the norm at comic book conventions. Like I said, I don't want to shame anybody, and if this is your business or what you're going to be making your money off of, or just a character that you enjoy that maybe doesn't wear a lot of clothing, that's fine. But there are some people who take it too far. Some people who have sexually explicit banners hung up on their booth, and of a girl in a wet t-shirt where you can see everything at New York Comic Con. There are people who have their entire butts hanging out, wearing less fabric than what I'm currently wearing on my sock on my left foot. And there are kids there with families, and there are people like me also who just don't really want to see that and don't want to be tying my shoe and look up and there's an entire butt in my face. And it's not just the women either, it's the men too. I had to help a gentleman at our cosplay repair booth repair his loincloth, and the loincloth was about to fall off of his body, exposing who knows what, and I had to do everything I could to save this very tiny little foam attachment to keep that on his body. That just shouldn't be happening at a comic book convention. So as for the solutions, I don't know if there needs to be a specific 18 and up section at a convention. If there are certain hours of the convention where maybe, you can have more adult content or costumes. If they need to adjust the costume requirements just always, or if there needs to be just a different convention entirely. I don't know what the solution is, but I am noticing it being a growing trend and something that I view as problematic. And you might not view it that way, but I think we can all agree that children maybe shouldn't be exposed to the very sexualized stuff that I'm at least witnessing at conventions. Maybe you have a different opinion. Let me know down below what you think of all this, but I wanted to put it out there and see if anybody felt the same way.